Hello. We're just gonna do a video on shorts.
My sister made fun of my baby's name. I named my daughter Aurelia. It's a family name from my husband's grandmother, who basically raised him after his mom died. When I told my sister Bridget the name over FaceTime, she literally spit out her coffee laughing. Aurelia? What the hell? Did you lose a bet? That sounds like a disease you'd catch from a public pool. I hung up, but she didn't stop. She made a whole Instagram story with that text-to-speech voice saying Aurelia over and over with crying, laughing emojis. Posted it to her close friends, which included half our family. My aunt called me asking if I was okay, and if the baby hormones were making me choose weird things. 2 weeks later, Bridget showed up at my place unannounced. She walked in holding a Starbucks cup with areola written on it. Oops, the barista must have heard me wrong when I said your kid's name. She was cracking up. My husband Jake left the room before he said something he'd regret. But here's the thing about Bridget. She's worked at the same dental office for 3 years, always bragging about how she's basically the manager, even though she's just a receptionist. She's been dating this guy Connor for 6 months and won't shut up about how he's the one and how they're gonna get engaged soon. Last Tuesday, I was at Target buying diapers when I ran into Connor, alone, looking miserable in the baby aisle. Hey, I said, what are you doing here? He looked embarrassed. My sister just had a baby. I'm trying to find a gift, but I have no idea what I'm doing. Bridget didn't come with you? Nah, she said baby stuff is boring. He paused. Actually, can I ask you something? Is Bridget always this mean about stuff? Like she made fun of my sister's baby name for an hour straight at dinner, called it white trash with aspirations. My whole family was uncomfortable as hell. I just stared at him. What was the name? Aurelia? My brain short-circuited. Your sister named her baby Aurelia? Yeah, after our grandmother. Why? I started laughing. Not a small laugh. Full body shaking, tears streaming, had to lean against the shelves of formula. Connor looked genuinely concerned. You good? Your sister is your sister. My baby is also named Aurelia, after my husband's grandmother. Connor's face went completely white. Wait, Bridget made fun of your baby's name? For 2 weeks straight, called it a pool disease, made Instagram stories, brought me a coffee cup with areola written on it. Jesus Christ. He ran his hand through his hair. She told me she thought it was the most beautiful name she'd ever heard when she met my niece last weekend. She literally cried and said it was elegant and timeless. The next day was Sunday dinner at my parents' house. Bridget showed up with Connor. My baby was sleeping in her carrier on the couch. Mom was cooking, Dad was watching football, normal family stuff. Bridget walked over to the carrier and actually cooed. She's so precious. Have you guys picked a name yet? Before I could answer, Connor said, yeah, they told me. Aurelia, right? Same as my niece. The room went dead silent. Bridget's face turned red. Oh, that's nice. Funny, Connor continued, because you told me it was the most beautiful name you'd ever heard. Made you cry, you said. So elegant and timeless. Mom put down her wooden spoon. Bridget, didn't you make fun of that name for weeks? Dad turned off the TV. Bridget tried to laugh it off. I was joking, obviously. You called it a pool disease, I said flatly. Posted about it on Instagram. Brought me a cup that said areola on it. Connor was staring at her like he'd never seen her before. You did what? It was a joke. God, everyone's so sensitive now. Your joke involved a coffee cup that said areola to mock your sister who just had a baby? Connor stood up. That's not funny. That's just being a dick. Oh, please, like you're so perfect. You literally said last week that naming kids after old people is stupid. I said naming your kid after celebrities is stupid. That's completely different. And I sure as shit didn't bully my sibling about it for weeks. Well, maybe if your family didn't have such pretentious taste. My grandmother's name is pretentious? She fled Poland with nothing and built a whole life here. That name means everything to us. Just like it means everything to Jake's family. Connor grabbed his jacket. We're done. What? Because I made a joke? Because you're a completely different person depending on who you're trying to impress. You spent 2 hours at my family dinner crying about how meaningful the name was, then I find out you've been shit-talking your own sister for choosing the same name. That's not joke behavior. That's fake as hell. He walked out. My sister made fun of my baby's name.
They're Quady. Give me a trendy. Okay, Valicus. I love these. I love them.
Rena, Melanie, what the hell's going on?
We're here because we care.
I cannot censor out inappropriate stuff. Yeah, but I will work on it. Okay? Let's do this. Soap bubbles. Soap. Hold on. No. My complete answer for going off. Straight up physics. That's not possible. See, you need, if you want to make a soap bubble, you're gonna need soap on your hands so you can touch it. That did not have soap on its hand. Had not had soap. But if it didn't. No, look at it deformed. I always want to know what they talk about. Sometimes I actually talk. Honestly, how did he learn that in a day? How? How? Wow, yeah. But I don't like talking. Pretty much right. He's gonna hurt him, I think. Oh, I'm sorry for spoiling it. And you're cooked. You're dead. It's not, you're dead. In the arms of an angel. Oh, shit became a straight menace. That is what they did next. Bang! Toilet. I need to use the toilet. What? Oh, sorry, I was talking. Oh, yeah. Yep. If you're interested in more larva, you tell me. How? Let's have again. Oh. My God. I forgot that they could do that. You're the You're dead. That boy bigger than you. Stop. Nope. Nah. This is after see. Oh yeah, the fart gonna kill him. Oh yeah. Okay. Oh, this was then. This was then. Yep. Oh. Just. He was just trying to, he was just trying to water. Just trying to water, He was trying to water his plants. I mean, hey, he's good. He's a good one. He's a good one. No! But he don't want to, bro. Bro, stop. Oh, stop. Oh, stop. You using it for bad, bro. Oh, look at you. You big. Stop doing that. Oh, the mom came. You cooked. You're done. You're dead. You're so cooked. You're so dead. You're so done. No. You are so cooked, so done, so dead. Oh my God. What? Yup. Told you. He's done. Oh, calm down. Mama back. Doing big one. Bow. Troublemaker. This is season 1 or 2. This is a little movie thing, I think. Ha! feel bad for him. I feel bad for him. I feel bad. Come on. Your girlfriend here. Or your friend and your girlfriend here. You knocked him. Oh my god. Oh, yup. He said he crossed the line with himself. He's out of here. After this, and after the next one, after this, and then the next one, after that's finished, we're going to continue the shorts, you know. And you're done. Okay. Bow. Boop. Slip. Wait, how's the boop that big? I thought it was small. Boom. Bam. Bang. Like, how is he still doing harm? Look all over there. It was a small part, and it turned into a tsunami. Cool. Now he's the only survivor. He will sink. It will come back up soon. We're gonna go big ball. They are bouncing over. You shouldn't taunt him. You should not taunt somebody. He's gonna get you. Yup. I shouldn't have done that. You still think that you're invincible? Yeah. Done? Oh, okay. Swamp. Oh, he tried. Okay. Oh, we're trying to go. Hold on. Oh, back up. He wants the food. Oh, what's that?
Life is a
Get
gift
up.
of Prometheus.
You're not gone yet. Great. Oh my god. What happened? Oh my god. You gonna stay stinky forever? But if it gets clean, you'll shine bright. What's all you do? Oh my god. Ah! Oh my eyes. Oh my god, he's golden. He's him. Oh, that's... Bro, so clean. Bro, so clean after that hit. Y'all have a dirty face. What? No. Let's head on. No, it's not gonna be.
What I did giveaway?
Oh. That's what I meant.
I'm skipping my dad's doomed wedding. My dad met Clarissa 8 months ago at some work conference. By month 3, she'd moved in. By month 6, they were engaged. The wedding's today and I'm not coming. She's 42, he's 58. She works in consulting, which means she works from home doing stuff she can never explain. She drives a Lexus that's always breaking down. And my dad keeps paying for it because her money's tied up in a deal. I told him after month 4 that things were moving too fast. He got defensive. I had dinner with Clarissa 4 times. And every time I asked her anything personal,
Four
she'd dodge it.
times?
Where'd she grow up? Military family. What did her parents do? They passed when I was young. Clarissa started saying I came around too much. My dad started canceling our Sunday dinners. When he told me they were getting married, I asked if he'd met her family. He said she didn't have any. I asked if her friends were coming. He said she'd lost touch with them. I said, Dad, doesn't that seem weird? She has no past, no people? He told me I was being paranoid. The next week, Clarissa said she was clearing out the spare room where my dad had boxes of my childhood stuff. Donation pickup was Monday. I needed to get it before then or it was gone. My yearbooks, photo albums, stuff my mom saved. She wanted it all gone. I said I wasn't coming to the wedding. My dad got mad. We didn't talk for a week. Then the day before, he texted, last chance, you're my daughter. I want you there. I didn't respond. Wedding morning, I woke up panicking. The donation truck was coming Monday. The wedding was at 2. If I didn't get my stuff while everyone was at the ceremony, that was it. I drove to my dad's house around 2:15. I still had a key. The spare room was cleared out. Fresh paint, new curtains. I checked the garage. Nothing. Then I saw 3 trash bags by the back door. I opened one, and my stomach dropped. My yearbooks and albums were just thrown in like garbage. I hauled the bags to my car, then went back to check everywhere. I opened the closet in my old bedroom. Clarissa had turned it into an office. I was about to close it when I noticed a plastic bin shoved in the back under dresses. I pulled it out. The lid was loose. Paper slid out. A marriage
Okay.
certificate. Clarissa Renee Hoffman married to Boyd Pritchard 2 years ago. Another one. Clarissa Renee Boyd married to Kevin Ashford 5 years ago. No divorce papers. I dumped the bin out. Bank statements with different last names, emails about property transfers, checks from different men, thousands of dollars, and a spiral notebook. Pages of notes about men, names, ages, jobs, income. Then I found my dad's name. Robert, homeowner, full pension, life insurance, no debt. Daughter, sees him regularly, suspicious, needs to be managed or removed. Under that, timeline, move in month 3, engaged month 6, married month 9, joint accounts month 10. We were at month 8, I took pictures, shoved it all back. I drove to the venue, I could hear music inside. I walked in. The ceremony was happening. My dad and Clarissa at the front, maybe 50 people watching. I walked straight down the aisle. People turned. My dad looked pissed. Stop, I said. My dad said, what are you doing? She's already married to at least 2 other guys. She's been planning to scam you. I held up my phone. Clarissa laughed. She's lying. I handed my dad my phone. I found it at the house. Marriage certificates, bank records, a notebook tracking you. My dad scrolled. His face went white. Clarissa tried to grab it. Those are fake. My dad pulled away. He stopped on one photo and read it. Robert, homeowner, pension, life insurance, daughter, needs to be managed or removed. His voice cracked. Are you married right now? My dad asked. Clarissa didn't answer. Are you married right now? She ran out the side exit. My dad's friend Hank, a retired cop, went after her. He came back 2 minutes later. She's gone. Hank pulled out his phone and called someone. His face changed while he listened. He hung up. She's got warrants in Arizona and Nevada for fraud. 3 other guys filed reports. They've been looking for her for 8 months. My dad sat down hard. They're sending units to your house, Hank said. The evidence is still there, I said. We drove to my dad's house. 2 cop cars were already there. I showed them the bin. They took it, plus Clarissa's laptop. One cop said Clarissa crashed her car 6 miles out. Tried to run, but they caught her. She was in custody. The cops left around 7. My dad sat on the couch staring at nothing. I'm skipping my dad's doomed wedding. My dad...
Oh my god. What? Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Cool.
My brother lied about his age to get a job, and it nearly destroyed our family. My
Oh
brother
my
lied
God.
about his age to get a job, and learned some lies have consequences that don't just affect you. For context, my brother Noah has always looked older than he is. At 17, he's 6 feet 2 inches with a full beard and the build of someone who's been lifting for years. People
Oh.
regularly mistake him for being in his mid-20s. At his age, I was still getting carded for R-rated movies. My brother could walk into a bar and nobody would question him. He became obsessed with making money after his friends started buying cars. He'd complain constantly about needing a job that paid more than minimum wage. I once caught him researching how to make a fake ID online. He got defensive and told me to mind my own business, but I reported it to our parents. They gave him a lecture and assumed that was the end of it. It wasn't. About 2 months ago, Noah suddenly had money. New shoes, new clothes, constantly going out to eat. When I asked where he was working, he said he got a job at a gym as a personal trainer. I was suspicious because he had no certifications, but he showed me pay stubs that looked legitimate, so I dropped it. 3 weeks later, I went to a nightclub downtown for my roommate's birthday. The bouncer checking IDs at the door was my 17-year-old brother. I froze. He went pale when he saw me. I pulled him aside and asked what he was doing. He told me he was 21 on his paperwork and had a fake ID that said he was born in 2003 instead of 2007. I stared at him, furious, and told him this was illegal. He got defensive, saying the club owner never asked questions and he needed the money for a car. I told him to quit immediately. He refused, saying he'd quit after he saved enough for the down payment. I threatened to tell our parents. He begged me not to, promising he'd stop in 2 months. Like an idiot, I gave him 1 week. 5 days later, our parents got a call from the police station. My stomach dropped when I heard my mom screaming. I drove to the station with them. Noah was sitting in a holding cell, face bruised, looking terrified. A fight broke out at the club between 2 groups. Noah, doing his job as bouncer, tried to break it up. One guy got thrown into a glass table and ended up with a severe head injury. When police arrived, they needed identification from all staff members. That's when they discovered Noah wasn't 21. He was a minor, working at a nightclub, serving alcohol. The club owner was arrested for employing a minor in an establishment that serves alcohol. The injured person's family threatened to sue both the club and our parents. Noah was charged with identity fraud. Our parents hired a lawyer with money from their retirement fund. The legal fees were $8,000. The settlement was $15,000. Between legal fees and the settlement, our parents lost $23,000 of their savings. My dad's dream of early retirement disappeared. My mom couldn't stop crying for days. Noah got a criminal record as a minor. The judge sentenced him to 200 hours of community service and 2 years probation. But the worst part, our parents looked at him like they didn't recognize him anymore. They told him that since he wanted to be an adult making adult money, he'd face adult consequences. He had to get a real job and pay them back every single dollar. No car, no college fund, no allowance. Every paycheck went directly to our parents. He got a job at a grocery store making $12 an hour, working 25 hours a week while finishing high school. Between school and work, he had no life. His friends stopped inviting him places. He missed prom because he had a shift. He couldn't apply to the colleges he wanted because the money was gone. For months, I watched him come home exhausted, hand over his paycheck, and go straight to his room. He cried a few times, saying he'd ruined everything over a car he didn't...
How? Is it me or do I have a super suit on? This is my school shirt. I'm being completely honest right now, bro. I got water all over me. I saw water go all over my body. Again, I see only a small patch on my body, bro. How did that work? How does that happen? How?
even get. I told him that adults live with their mistakes, and now he was living with his. After 7 months of working, he He paid back $8,400. He came to dinner one night and broke down in front of our whole family. He apologized for being selfish, for lying, for costing them their savings. He said he didn't want to be treated like an adult anymore, that he just wanted to finish high school like a normal kid. Our parents looked at each other for a long moment. Then my dad said, "You still owe us $14,600, but we'll put the rest toward community college if you keep working and stay out of trouble." Noah nodded, tears streaming. "I will, I promise. I'm so sorry." My mom squeezed his hand. "We know. My brother lied about his age to get a job, and it nearly destroyed our family. My brother lied."
Why I watch these Reddit stories is to learn about my rights, you know, and what I could do if any of these situations happen to me. You know that I'm very unlucky. It's most likely going to happen to me. So yeah, this is why I watch it. Watch Reddit stories to know
I'm
what
skipping my dad's doomed wedding.
my options are. I gotta do this.
Now, file your own taxes for free in the Credit Karma app by February 28th. If you didn't
I gotta
file
watch it, bro. I love
What's up,
Beyblade.
guys? Leftburst here, and today we have this giant anime stadium thingamabobber. It was given to me by Spin Top, so shout out to Spin Top. Sadly, the tops themselves haven't come in, so instead, today we are doing a battle between Spriggans and Valkyries in the giant anime Beyblade stadium. And I've done a few battles in this thing. It's kind of scratched up. I don't know if you can see it, but honestly,
I don't see it.
this thing is really cool, and it makes for a lot of really interesting battles that would happen.
Like I remember, this was like in season 1 through season 2. I think it was like in season 1 and 2. Then the rest, it was modded. It had too much for gears, you know. I think that's when it stopped being the OG stadium. It became Drop Stadium, Surge Stadium, bro.
We have the single layers. We have single layer Valkyrie Wing Excel versus single layer Spriggan Spread Fusion. Now, these Beyblades seem really small in a normal Beyblade stadium, so in this giant Beyblade stadium, I'm really concerned on how
They are
Yeah, let's just get this battle started.
a
Ready?
tiny
3, 2, 1.
king.
3, 2, 1, go. Another thing to note is that my Valkyrie is a recon version Valkyrie because I don't have the original colors of the single layer Valkyrie because I wasn't like collecting Beyblades at that time, so sadly I don't have that. I should probably buy them. I'm sure I could probably find it for a decent price. So the last time I checked, they were going for like hundreds of dollars. No offense, I'm not going to spend hundreds of dollars on a Beyblade. Like, I'm not crazy. Anyway, solid hit from Valkyrie. It looks like there wasn't that much movement, though. It looks like Valkyrie just went around the stadium and lost a bunch of stamina. So it might be Spriggan's win, although Valkyrie might be doing that tornado stall tactic.
For some reason, most of the time it's cool.
And the winner.
I roast. Why? I never want to roast. But they push me to it. Then I do. I don't have roast a specific one person every time because he wanted to start it. Because, hey, bro, you learned that from the internet. So I learned. So I made a whole song on a roast. And you think I learned it from what? Memes, Beyblade, 6-7 rants, Roblox rants to be specific. What? I learned from anime. What? Well, I'm just saying. Cause I'm sure I didn't learn it from that. I'm sure I didn't learn it from that. And I better watch Dark Diamond videos. So yeah, if you see this Jaden Harris, yeah, my boy, I don't get it from the internet. I get it from where the stuff I could use. I remember it in my brain, and then I used it in my roast. So, yeah, don't tell me nothing.
Oh, Valkyrie actually won that one. Okay, so it looks like that tactic did work. Tornadoes.
Leftburst, I don't like how you say Valkyrie, because Valkyrie, I mean to you is Valkyrie, but I like he called Valkyrie. But it doesn't matter. I'm not in the opinion choosing Valkyrie type of guy, so no. No. Oh yeah, episode 61. Firefight. Let's see this. so they know each other. So he took talk, told me Sans, Deku, and that's all I can name, bro. Johnny Blaze? Who's Johnny Blaze? So telling Johnny Blaze, Deku, and Robbie, and Sans. Yoto Shigaraki knows him,